All right, so here's a picture of me right before I started taking nutrition seriously. Pool party in 7 weeks, and I just wanted to get it together. Just a disclaimer, I've been lifting weights for about just over a decade at this point, 10, 11 years. 5 weeks in, started tracking my calories, prioritizing protein, and kept strength training. Now, I was very excited at this point because I saw in just a little over a month, accounting for how much I'm intaking and prioritizing protein can make a difference. It's subtle, but I started seeing the difference. Shaving my mustache was absolutely diabolical though. So this is just about 2 months in, tracking consistently, tracking my calories, tracking my protein, and still strength training. Pool party ended up getting canceled, but at this point I was hooked. So at this point, it's been 4 to 5 months. Couldn't really deal with hunger because it was my first time and I was very uncomfortable. So yeah, around the 8 to 9 week mark, stopped the deficit and started eating back up. And yeah, in a couple months, this is where we landed. This was basically like my initial transformation. So after maintaining this for a couple months, worked my calories back up for a few months and started my first actual bulk to eat more food, be in a better environment to put on more muscle, and start pulling back the catapult for the next time I would cut down. Dieted down for about 2 months, and then I decided that I didn't need a coach anymore because life happens, didn't want to pay for a coach, and I figured, yeah, I know enough at this point. I can do this on my own now. So at this point, I just came back from vacation and realized I am kind of lost without accountability, and I just felt like I started spinning wheels, started reverting back to old habits, trying to crash diets, and I realized, wow, yeah, I kind of know what to do, but I can't really do it because I don't have someone in my corner. So I said, you know what, let me get some accountability, got another coach, and decided to use a photo shoot as an incentive to have a goal date to get something done. And then, boom, this was me the morning of the photo shoot. I was very pleased at this point and couldn't believe my eyes. My first time really seeing a six-pack in my life. Kind of been a chubby dude all my life, so this was a super monumental moment for me. Yeah, if you showed me this photo, 6 years ago, telling me that you're gonna look like this, I would laugh at you, but yeah, we did it. So then I decided to get bigger, still doing the same thing, controlling my calories, eating protein, strength training. And even bigger, controlling my calories, eating enough protein, strength training. Then I went full-on experimental mode, started trying different things. This summer I started running, but again, still figuring out how much calories I'm taking in, eating enough protein, and still strength training. And I got pretty lean here. Now at this point, I was pretty burnt out. I was doing things on my own again. Started entertaining the idea of getting into bodybuilding, but I was so burnt out. I was hungry, I was tired, I was spinning wheels, I was trying too many different things, and eventually just got into a rut and just started going the other direction, started eating a lot more, tried to be as controlled as possible, but eventually I gained probably like 40 pounds. But again, I still was tracking my calories, my protein, and strength training. And then I realized I was back to the weight that I started from, the beginning of the journey, but body composition looked a lot better. Long story short, got some accountability again, got a coach for bodybuilding, and then did my first bodybuilding show. And then did another one like 2 weeks later. So the point of this transformation story is that it was pretty simple. All I did was account for my food and go to the gym. That's all I did. The ingredient that was really missing to get me from point A to point B was accountability from a coach. Most times the missing piece to your transformation is putting your ego aside and getting some help.